Good morning, Chantilly. I'm Shruta Nair.
And I'm Sabir Smith-Bay. Today is Friday, November 22nd, 2024.
And in this week's show, it's Walking the Tightrope, the balance between academics and athletics.
Charters Unplugged, the past, present, and possible future of Virginia's cell phone policy.
Clash of the Courses, a comparison of World Civ 2 and AP Seminar.
The best medicine, a little dose of joy for the day. Center offers tutoring during CCs 6, 7, and 8 in room 226. Email Ms. Lehman at nmlehman@fcps.edu and provide your name, student ID, and the teacher you have during that Charter Connect period to sign up. You can also stop by in person.
Girls basketball has a away scrimmage against West Springfield today. Freshmen at 4:30, JV at 4:45, and varsity at 7 o'clock. Girls wrestling also has an away scrimmage against West Springfield.
Boys basketball has a home scrimmage against Colonial Forge on Monday. Freshmen at 5, JV at 6:15, and varsity at 7:30. The fall main stage play Matilda has showings on Friday and Saturday at 7 o'clock and Sunday at 2.
Hot take, it's more fun to report on sports than actually play them.
Here's my hot take. In the phrase student athlete, student comes first.
As a swimmer, I wake up at 3:50 a.m. every single day before school. I understand the struggles of balancing academics and athletics, so we compiled some advice from your teachers, coaches, and peers.
I think on swim team, it's first off that we have an ideal that all students are student athletes, student emphasized first. It's going to sound cliche, but that's what the whole school is about and the whole county is about. One of the things that we really focus on, though, is that if students are not making it in the classroom, then they're not going to be able to make it for us in the pool.
So with the VHSL, it's done based on every semester. So for fall and winter sports at the start, it's based on how many credits you passed the spring before that semester. So if you failed multiple classes, you won't be able to participate.
So a big thing for me that comes to balancing athletics and academics is just being proactive about my time management. So I like working through my free periods, my LSs, my CCs, and I have study hall every B day for second period. So if I'm feeling really tired after a practice at night, I can always push it to the next day, and just making sure I plan it out so I don't get hit with a bunch of assignments at once.
I use a calendar most of the time. And I have reminders, but I like physical calendars more because then I can see it the second I walk into my room rather than having it on my phone because I'll forget because I'll go on TikTok.
I look for someone who wants to be the best in everything they're doing, that they want to be, for us, wrestling, they want to be the best they can actually be in wrestling. And then I think it goes hand in hand, people who are trying to be the best they can academically as well.
Everyone that we interviewed believed that being a student athlete first requires you to be on top of all your academics. When you can be successful in the classroom, you can be successful in your sports, practices, games, and meets. This has been Nicole Zhang and Wilden Maslewski for the Nightly News. Now back to you.
Nightly News continues to wish luck to all our athletes,
Both in the game and in the classroom.
You should wish me luck. I got written up for having my phone out again.
That's not good.
Fairfax County is one of the many counties in Virginia implementing a stricter phone policy this year.
Yeah, I've noticed some changes in my classroom after the new cell phone policy's been implemented. The biggest thing is students are not on their phones all the time, and I think it's good for students to kind of have a break from their phones. I've noticed there's a lot less, antsiness surrounding students feeling like they have to check their phones.
I have noticed changes in my classroom since the phone rule has been implemented. Students are more engaged. They're not as quick to be, looking at something different. They seem to be, talking to each other a lot more, which I find absolutely exciting. I love it when people socialize and get to know each other in class.
I have not noticed any changes in the hallway Students are still addicted to phones, so as soon as they get out of class, they are on their phones in the hallway, still not paying attention to where they're going, still blocking the hallway, all those kind of things.
So when students are caught up with all their work, I've noticed that they have a tendency to look things up on their laptop. Sometimes instead of what they would have done, which would be maybe just scroll through their phones, now they have a tendency, if their neighbor is also caught up, the two of them will look at a video together or they'll chat about some things.
Yeah, and I usually tend to be more focused in class, and it makes me want to take more notes and pay attention.
Because usually I was just chatting with my friends, but now I have to do work. I have to do work ethic.
Students and staff are noticing mixed impacts around the school from the refined phone policy. This has been John Kaminsky and Anubhav Sir for the Nightly News. Now back to you.
Wonder if the policies will get stricter next year.
I sure hope not. I'm actually really stressed out about it.
See, I'm stressed out about next year's course selection.
I don't mean to make this any harder for you, but however many English classes you were deciding between before, another contender just entered the ring.
No!
The course selection process just got a little bit harder for some freshmen with the addition of AP Seminar as an English credit. Those who like to challenge themselves in the course have some comparisons to do before they meet with their counselors after winter break.
AP Seminar 10 is a new course offered by College Board and offered through the county as well. An opportunity for students to stretch themselves and challenge themselves if they're ready and willing. It is, as I said, a research-intensive, writing-intensive course that includes 2 different presentations. One is group connected, where each group has members and those members contribute to the presentation process in individual parts. And then finally, there's an individual component, individual research and presentation component as well. We will be working to include 2 to 3 core texts, literary texts, novels or plays that connect with what College Board is calling themes.
World Civs is an incredibly interesting class that Chantilly offers to both freshmen and to sophomores. At the 10th grade level, it combines English 10 honors with AP World History Modern. It is a course that emphasizes the cross-interdisciplinary connections between the 2 studies. When we're reading Macbeth, The Tragedy of Macbeth by William Shakespeare, in the World Civs class, we are also talking about events like the gunpowder plot of 1605. By understanding the history of that time period, it makes it much more interesting to think about the idea that Shakespeare wrote this play in a way that his audience found it very contemporary.
Each 10th grader will meet with their 9th grade teacher to discuss which option and which pathway is best for them. Again, it's great that we have this opportunity. We just want to make sure that every student is accessing the course that's best for them, best for their path forward, their future, and also for their current schedule.
Still have questions? You can contact Nikki Lehman at nmlehman@fcps.edu for more about AP Seminar, or Kimberly Scott at kascott@fcps.edu, and Chuck Cook, cfcook@fcps.edu for more about World Civ. This has been Delaney Brooks in Evasia for the Nightly News. Now back to you.
That sounds really great. I'm super excited. I cannot wait to check that out.
Yeah, I'm thinking about taking AP Seminar next year.
Let's switch things up now. Did you know laughing enhances your intake of oxygen-rich air, stimulates your heart, lungs, and muscles, and increases the endorphins that are released by your brain?
I didn't know that, but I do know Niall and Jenna have put a segment together to make us laugh.
Did you know that laughing enhances your intake of oxygen-rich air, stimulates your heart, lungs, and muscles, and increases the endorphins that are released by your brain? Let's take a look at what Chantilly has to say about laughing.
Why did the computer go to the doctor? Because it had a virus.
That was good.
Why did the Scarecrow win in the award? Because he was outstanding in his field.
What do you call a body with no nose? Nobody knows.
What happened to the frog that parked illegally? What? It got towed.
I like laughing because it makes my day a lot better, and it just makes other people happy too.
I went to go to the store to find camouflage pants, but I couldn't find any.
Why did the apple run away from the doctor? Because an apple keeps the doctor away.
Where do pirates buy hooks? The secondhand store.
What's blue and not very heavy? Light blue.
What has 5 toes but isn't your foot? My foot.
Ha ha ha. Those were some funny jokes. I definitely laughed. This has been Nyla Francis and Jenna Spiritalozzi for the Nightly News. Now back to you.
Those jokes were funny, but only because they were unfunny.
Let's bring dad jokes back. I love dad jokes.
Now over to Johnny for the Sports Roundup.
Thanks, Truda. I'm Johnny Fernandez, here with all of your sports team scores. The boys cross-country team is Northern Region champions, and Tristan Thurston is the individual region champion. Tristan, first place, and Jack Morgan, fourth place, were top finishers again, while Aiden Sharkeys took 16th. Liam Westenbrook finished 18th, and Kabir Nair finished 19th. Meanwhile, Anastasia Hayes competed in the girls' race and finished 44th place. Varsity football played Madison in the region quarterfinals and lost 44-0 to complete their season. Girls volleyball played Patriot High School on Saturday at home in the state quarterfinals and won 3-0. They advanced to state semifinals on Tuesday, where they played Alexandria City and won 3-2. We'll see you on Tuesday for another sports roundup.
Go volleyball! Go volleyball!
Awesome work, guys. The team advances to finals on Saturday at VCU. Well, this has been Sabira Smith-Bay
and Shruta Nair for the Nightly News, reminding you to stay positive, stay safe, and have a great day.
Now it's off to the Wellness Fair. We'll see you next week.